So Hulk Hogan passed away several days ago. Joey Swoll had uploaded some pictures of old pictures of him as Hulk Hogan to kind of, pay respect to Hogan. He had people, I guess, calling him out. The Hulk Hogan's a racist and and so he initially kind of went back at them and says, he doubled down, kind of did what I do whenever people whine about some shit I do, which is what you should do. Yeah. And then I guess he kept getting more and more backlash over it. So he decides to upload this video, which is horrifically bad.
Well, before this one, he uploaded, there was a video uploaded of him on live where he was trying to apologize. And he put more gasoline on the fire because he called them coloreds. And
he addresses it in this video too. So.
It's like I'm on your side, bro. Defend Hulk Hogan if he was your inspiration, but once you say coloreds, they're automatically gonna think you're racist, and I can't defend you.
I don't understand why all of these coloreds are so angry.
Yeah.
I'm a simple white man having conversations on the internet. I don't understand. Like,
$2 not a.
So
it's crazy shit, bro. Like,
so then he uploaded this, and we will listen to it, and then we will talk.
I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology. A few days ago, I reposted an old video of me in the gym wearing a Hulk Hogan Halloween costume on the day that he passed. Last night in my live stream, a lot of people expressed how upset and frustrated they were with me that I had posted that. Instead of listening and understanding like I should have, I became defensive and said that I was posting to celebrate the wrestling icon, the person that so many of us looked up to as kids that we grew up with, that made us tear our shirts and take our vitamins and say our prayers. I didn't know to the extent of all the horrible things that he had done.
There's no horrible things he did. There's no fucking horrible things that Hulk Hogan said the N-word on a secretly taped video that then was released.
It wasn't public.
Well,
it wasn't. It wasn't meant to be public.
Right. It was secretly recorded.
Right.
And he was sleeping. He was sleeping with his friend's wife, and his friend and his Bubba Love.
They were open swingers.
They had an open marriage. Yeah.
He asked Hulk Hogan to sleep with his wife.
Yeah. Whole thing. And so, listen, Hulk Hogan was a typical person in an industry that ran it. He was a piece of shit from a standpoint of. He played politics backstage in wrestling. A lot of his peers did not like him. He did whatever he could to stay in the number one position. And that is something you're going to hear about a lot of wrestlers. You know who else you hear a lot about? That's Michael Jordan. People used to say, Michael Jordan's an asshole. He would demand this. He would do this. He did whatever the fuck it took to stay on top. All right. Hulk Hogan didn't do anything he didn't commit crimes. He wasn't in prison. He didn't kill someone. He said some fucking words. And eventually that tape of him saying those words, they went to court over it, and he put Gawker out of business over it. Gawker was a massive website. They're the ones that released it, distributed it, all of that. He put them out of fucking business over it because it was an invasion of his privacy. And really what Joey Swoll is saying here, because he doesn't give you any specifics, he supported Trump and he said the N-word. Those are the two horrible things that Hulk Hogan did. That's it, because there's nothing else. What he was a shitty guy behind the scenes in wrestling? Oh, fucking K. Who cares?
Since last night, I have done a lot of research, talking to people, and learned.
This whole time, watch how many times he looks back at his script.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
And all of the horrible things that man has done.
Yeah,
which is way more than just making a mistake and being human. And learned all of the horrible things that man has done.
Is he Hitler? What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, it's it sounds like he killed someone. According to
dude, when you don't mention what it is, what is it?
What did he say?
He's saying Superfly Jimmy Snuka, bro.
Shit, that guy killed someone.
Killed a puppy.
Can somebody tell Joey Swoll Hogan's not Benoit, okay? I don't know.
I didn't realize some of the horrible, awful things he had done.
Jesus
And also him saying, I've done a lot of research. Unlikely. He's just reading what people have told him that he's done.
Yes. Like you could essentially, you could just re-upload this as him praising Chris Benoit, and then he goes, "I found out the horrible things," and it would make more sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is way more than just making a mistake and being human. So because of that, I have taken the videos down, and I apologize to anybody that I offended. I am sorry. Also, during last night's live stream, I used the word colored instead of saying person of color.
That shows how ridiculous the term person of color is. Because the same goddamn term. Like it's the same thing. It's the same fucking thing. It's a but one is socially acceptable. But you say it with an ed at the end. All of a sudden, it's fucking. This is all fucking gay and retarded.
If you got a guy with a southern accent saying colored, it doesn't sound quite right.
But the thing is, even if he says person of colored in 2 years, it's going to change, and that's not going to be acceptable either.
Coloreds getting upset about things I don't understand. They get so mad about saying certain words.
And listen here, boy.
Very outdated, very offensive term. A few moments later, somebody educated me and told me that it wasn't okay to use that, which I immediately apologized to everyone and said I would never.
Then why are you mentioning it?
Real quick, just as a question, why is his forehead so fucking big?
Because he's bald.
Him or Ryan? Okay.
Okay. Because it's just like I was like, geez, where does his fucking hairline start? Because that's a lot.
There's a funny story about that too. After the video's done, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Offended. I am sorry. You know, my whole page, my whole brand is based on holding people accountable and doing better. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't hold myself to the same standards. I am human. I am still growing. I am still learning, and I promise all of you, I will do better.
Yeah, that's kind of the gist
to his audience.
Take out your mouth, dog. God, leave.
Is he gonna announce that he's in a hot dog eating contest next fucking year? Jeez,
that's kind of.
I think it's even worse for the people who already know him.
Yeah,
because like it's overall he's a net positive. He has called out a lot of woke BS. He has called out a lot of feminists and racial victimization on gyms and stuff. Yeah, this is absolute soy and painful to watch, man.
He should have just ignored it, bro.
So this is his most recent post. All the good I've done, all the people I've helped, all for nothing. I truly hope the people I've inspired do great things in their life and pay it forward to help others and carry on my message. Are you dead? Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah,
that was this afternoon?
Yes. But no matter how much good you do, people just want a reason to hate you and tear you down. Kind of like you did with Hulk Hogan. You either die a hero or you live long enough to... he messed the quote up. So you live long enough to be the villain. Thank you for your support. I am done. And
that's bullshit, man. He's not done. He is so emotional, man.
Yeah. So I responded, says, you said Hulk Hogan did so many horrible things. You didn't specify what those horrible things were. You're fake offended over words. You bent the knee to a mob of mentally ill freaks and you slandered an American icon the week he died in the process. And then someone got mad at my comment. And so I responded with that right there. So
perfect comeback.
And so ultimately, this is where we are. So Beardo and Dan, I think you guys are pretty familiar with this guy. So what are your thoughts?
I already talked a lot.
I watch him. I watch him too.
So I've been familiar with Joey Swoll for the past like 10 to 12 years, and he hasn't gone without controversy. I believe he was a part of the whole Gymshark controversy several years ago where they were selling. So Gymshark is a gym merch company, but they were also doing some like protein promotions and like doing like a pyramid scheme. And they were also selling some cookie cutter workout stuff. And there was a lot of shady business with that. I don't know all the details.
He was involved?
I believe he was involved, and they got taken to court for it. And he left the company afterwards, but he was a part of it as well. And then there's another funny part, because Joey Swoll is a liar. He has fucking blatantly lied to his fans before with the whole Gymshark thing. And also, this was, I believe, post-COVID, he started wearing a hairpiece. All of a sudden, he's always been bald. As long as I've been following this guy, he's always been bald. He started wearing a hairpiece.
We have a picture of this. I'd like to see this.
Fuck, it could be on Twitter. I don't know.
I'll
He
look it
looked like,
up.
no joke, he looked like Johnny Bravo. It was this fucking tall, stand-up blonde hairpiece. Looked like fucking Johnny Bravo. And all of his chat was saying, oh, like, nice hairpiece, nice wig. I think it looks good on you. Did you get a hair transplant? And he's just like, nah, this is my real hair, bros. I've just been shaving my head bald.
Oh,
Just been
God,
shaving
is
my
that
head
real?
bald for years. If you're guessing if it's real, it probably is.
Can someone pull that up?
It's a
Yeah,
I gotta see this.
It's
I gotta
a
see
tall
this.
The one I
blonde
had
hair
was really,
piece.
really shitty. Let me see if I can actually find my link.
So,
love
anyways,
to
he
see
was
that.
going on Instagram saying, "Nah, this is real. This is my hair, whatever." And then he got hospitalized. He was doing drugs on opiates and shit. He had a huge fucking drug
fuck?
problem. Got hospitalized. The hairpiece came off because he's in the hospital. He's trying to make videos and stuff, and he goes like, "Yeah, man, I was fucking lying about that. I was fucking high on drugs and shit like that." Like, so yeah. So Joey Swoll hasn't gone without controversy before.
Didn't
He's
know any of
lied
that.
about a lot of stuff, the Gymshark stuff, and then the fucking hairpiece stuff. He's lied before. But on Bro Science, me and Dan, we've talked about his, hold yourself accountable, be better.
His
like,
videos
the
calling
gym
out those
stuff.
feminists in the
They're
gym,
great.
those Me Too bitches.
Yes, they're
those
great.
Videos are great, man.
I'm just trying to find a video where this guy doesn't look like he's. Never mind.
So the Joey Swoll stuff's where he's calling out the gym thoughts, seeking for attention, and trying to frame guys and trying to ruin guys' lives for just looking at these whores in the gym. Those videos are good.
Yeah,
He
lot
has
of
had good
racial
content.
victimization too. A lot
Correct,
of racial
yes.
victimization that he calls out.
He does call out some positive things that need to change in gym culture and in the gym itself. This is 100% bitch made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
you
And
shared
there's
with the mic.
no-
Sorry.
there's
I
no-
got the picture right here.
There's no
This is one
jumping
of them.
around it. That's it. That's it. Yep, that's
I
it.
remember this. I
That's it.
remember this.
Holy
So that's
shit.
it. So he went through this phase. I
Oh,
think
no.
I believe it was post-COVID where he started wearing a hairpiece. And it's not like it was it's not like it was like went through like a period of growing out. It was like one post he's bald, the next post, boom, he's got this.
Yeah, man.
grew overnight.
And then he's
Thank
like,
you,
yeah,
vitamins.
this is my hair. No hair transplant, not a hairpiece. This is my real hair. I've just been shaving my head bald. And then he gets hospitalized for drugs. And then he's not wearing his hairpiece anymore. He's like, yeah, boys, I was fucking lying about that. Yeah.
Good
the
Lord.
So,
Man.
What the fuck is
I
going
just, I just
on?
feel
William
like
Shatner is better.
anyways,
that whole thing would have. This whole
He-
thing would have went away if he would have just shut up about it. If he
Yeah.
would've
if
said
he would have
anything.
never fucking apologized for it, this would have been swept under the rug. And like internet, dude,
Well,
the
now-
internet
but
life,
here's-
He's
lifespan
too
is so
emotional,
short.
man.
So on my Cobra Cast earlier, I was looking, and so I was like, the thing that happens is once you apologize to this mob, okay,
Yep.
they're going to be digging
Yeah.
for anything to find on you now.
Yep.
You
And I
become a
went to his-
hostage.
I went to his followers list, like the people he follows, because those people are going to go after the people he's following. Do you know who he's following? He's following Myron Gaines and the Hodge twins. If you think those motherfuckers that try to cancel him ain't gonna go after him for following Fresh and fucking Fit and the Hodge twins, I got news for you. They're gonna go after him for anything he's ever done and anything he's ever said, because they know that they have their hooks in him now, because he has bent the knee to their bullshit. He's apologizing for every fucking thing. So and this is what happens. Like, you just never apologize to the woke mob. You never do it.
Yeah.
Ripple, what's your thoughts on all this?
This is I just didn't for this to be the one that he starts apologizing for, considering all his content, just didn't make any fucking
Were you
sense.
familiar, Rippa?
Yeah, I
with
already
him
knew who
before?
Joey Swoll was and all of his content, but that's why I'm saying that for that to be the one where he's like, ah, man, I messed up and I fucked up and all that. It was just really bizarre. It didn't make a whole lot of sense because, yeah, as with any wrestler, they have controversial things that they have either said or done. Be hard pressed to find any fucking wrestler that exists. Stone Cold, like
Beat his damn
anybody. He beat his fucking wife.
Yeah, beat his
Beat
wife.
his wife. That's not a good thing. Like, that's
No.
a fucking negative thing. And we put him on fucking Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? Of wrestlers, right? You have
Yeah.
obviously the fucked up shit, and you can't even speak about the current modern like WWE without talking about backstage politics. Fucking Triple H and Shawn Michaels are in charge. Like, they were the king of that shit.
I'm sorry, but if anybody thinks Ric Flair is just this innocent,
that's what I'm saying. It's fucking
yeah.
Like it's for that. And so to Jeremy's point, the thing that got Hogan was him saying a fucking word in private, right? And that's what did it for him. Now I want everybody to keep in mind all of the, especially the left. So let's say the people that are knocking him for this, think about all the people that they have put over the last, I don't know, decade, right? That they have put on a pedestal that had fucked up. Like, I mean, namely, you want to talk about post 2020, George fucking Floyd.
yeah.
Like, held a fucking gun up. Don't take my word for anything, to a pregnant fucking chick. Like, that nigga was bad. Like, he was a bad guy. Like, no, we put that, he got a statue. Motherfucker got multiple statues.
This guy went on tour during his fucking funeral, man.
Paintings,
right? Like, what? So for him to not like take any of that stuff in the consideration, like, dude, they're only coming for you because the left unfortunately feels anybody that has any lick of popularity, they're looking for a reason to try to utilize your platform to advocate whatever nonsense that they want to advocate, because unfortunately for them, and it's semi-accurate, right, where they own the pop culture, right? The left essentially believes that they own pop culture, so they may not watch your content, they don't care about any of that, but they will try to weaponize whatever they can to control you in the event that you are a popular person, right? And anybody that sees any lick of success where it becomes semi-mainstream, where you become semi-mainstream, they're looking for a reason to go after you because they want to control you. And I've never seen such a modern example of someone, the trap being so obvious, so many other people have fell for it, and he walked right into bitch. Walked right into the bitch, because now you're cooked. Now this is what you're going to be known for. Number one, like, you're going to be known for the guy that cooked to a fucking mob of fucking weirdos. Because if he comes out with this, he's paying homage to, I mean, and we're not just talking about any old wrestler, by the way. This is arguably the
icon,
the most notable, like, worldwide wrestler perhaps of all time. This isn't just some regular guy that, you know what I mean? Like,
Hulk Hogan's one of the most famous people to ever
exist.
Live. Yeah, like,
imagine that. Like, you can say the word Hulk and it won't, it's not going to simply come like the comic book character is going to be what comes to mind. You're thinking this guy too, right? Like, that, it's part of like your lingo in the West here. So for him to, if he had just been like, look, bro, I'm going to drop this, I'm going to pay my homage just like everybody else, including other fucking wrestlers did, and I'm just going to go about my business. People going to bitch. This would have went away. It wouldn't even have been a day cycle. The people that cried about it would have been over it for like in 12 hours. They'd have been fucking over it. You could have made another video talking about some idiot and what they did in the gym, and it would have never got talked about. Instead, he walked right into the trap, and that's what's unfortunate, to Dan's point, of a guy that does a lot of content. This is what's going to follow him around for a while, because you got to also think about what all you're telling your audience, right? Like, when you like, okay, you will cook to this of all fucking things. Like, what else are you fucked up and cooking? People allow you to make mistakes. It's like, there's nothing wrong with that, making a fucking mistake. And this wasn't a mistake at all. This was, you supported you pay homage to one of the most popular people, not just wrestlers of all fucking time, right? That recently passed. And people gave you shit for it because they're gay and retarded and leftist. Like, that shit, I just can't. The fact that he walked right into it is what gets me. It's like, it's a trap. The left is trapped. You got to tell them to go fuck themselves. But it doesn't even matter. When it comes to the authoritarian left, I know some people might disagree with me on this, but when it comes to the authoritarian left, I think even if you do make a mistake, you should. It's like the Trump approach, right? You don't concede that. You don't ever concede that to them. If anything, you do double down, because once they smell blood, you're done by then. You're fucking done.
His apology overcompensated.
Yeah, man. It's so emotional.
He went way overboard with his apology.
So
like deleted posts, made a whole video, live streams, tweets about the entire thing. He went way overboard with it.
Yep. And during that video, he'd even like sort of like rectify it in terms of like, oh yeah, I don't agree with the stuff that he said, but we still need to celebrate this legacy of this fucking icon. Like, he didn't follow up with that shit, which is garbage.
And the part of him saying, like, the more research I've done, the horrible things this man did, and it's like, what did he do?
Things that you were told.
Yeah, what horrible things did
No,
Hulk Hogan
he
do?
just doesn't like the fact that there are folks that don't like Hogan and Hogan, excuse me, and he's just taking their position on it. Like, so they have determined that he is bad and irredeemable, no matter how much he apologized about the situation, no matter the fact that he just got baptized just about over a year ago. None of that matters. None of that matters at all. He just understands that, well, these people have determined that this guy is irredeemable. Hulk Hogan, you cannot like him, and therefore he's just taking their position. It's not that he did anything bad, because you can easily, like I just mentioned, point out the blatant hypocrisy, particularly coming from leftists, of them getting behind some of the most fucking disgusting people that have done a whole lot worse than say the fucking N-word when describing some fucking basketball players.
And to add more to this, Maze Moore dropped this in Joey Swoll's replies, and the irony is amazing, because Maze responded to Joey, says he felt the same way. This is Hogan talking to TMZ. Well, I guess that's a TMZ guy anyway, on Fox. But I haven't heard all of this, but I've heard some of this. But I think the context is perfect. This is a perfect reply for Joey Swoll's post based on what he said about all the good I've done and all the people I've helped. I truly hope people are inspired, blah, blah, blah. Listen to what Hogan says right here.
What went through your mind when you first heard there was a sex tape out? I mean, you used the N-word in this sex tape, and referring to Brooke's boyfriend at the time. What goes through your head to say, I will still fight, even if that comes out? Because that was the nuclear bomb, right?
Yeah, it was. When I knew that was coming out, all the lawyers said, if you want to stop, you can stop. You don't have to go forward. There's a huge amount of money being offered.
So I'm assuming this is in Discovery, is what I'm assuming. So Hogan basically agreed that when all of this happened, like, you know, they released it, like mass released it. Once it was probably like on the dark web or some shit, I don't know, but I don't remember how the tape was released. But he's essentially saying, I agreed to release this to a wide audience in the lawsuit.
This will never see the light of day. I went, I can't do that.
Why?
Because I'm not that guy. I have to be able to look at myself in the mirror every day. I have to be accountable. I have to be able to live with myself. And what's so cool about it is it did really wake me up. It really slapped me and woke me up. And it made me realize how powerful words are. For the people that know me and love me, they know who I am. You know, they know I'm not a racist, you know, but I understand that people that didn't know me judge me just from those words. That's all they had.
If this tape wasn't leaked, and suppose there was no Gawker trial, do you think you'd be using that word today when you got angry?
No.
Why?
No. I've tried to clean up my whole life. You know, I made a whole switch, almost a shift from, you know, being negative or fighting, scratching and clawing as I work hard and I move forward, you know, that I'm in check with myself. So all this stuff comes back around. You have to be what you say you are.
How do you think the Black community views you right now?
What's so crazy is the Black community has never backed away from me. As far as, you know, the Black community and using the word, it's not part of who I am now. You know, it's not part of my language, because I understand how powerful words are. You know, growing up in South Tampa, where we came from, it was a situation where when you played baseball and basketball and ran around in South Tampa, it was just common knowledge 45, 50 years ago, but it's not that way anymore.
One of the things that did happen was that the WWE broke ties with you. Did you expect that was going to happen?
No, I didn't. When I heard this was going to happen, I called them on a Thursday or Friday, and I said, there's a chance that this verbiage may come out. As I hung up the phone that night, they fired me at 5 a.m. And it really caught me off guard. I didn't expect it, because the WWE knows who I am. I'm not that person.
What's interesting is Vince obviously made that decision, and now Vince has been excommunicated from the WWE over similar shit.
It comes around, bro. It comes around, bro. It always does, man.
Because I often get really upset about how, like, Vince McMahon is like we often say Hulk Hogan's the reason that everybody's there, and for a lot of reasons, Hulk Hogan is the reason that the WWE is where it's at. But it truly is the brainchild of Vince McMahon. Like Vince is truly the reason. And at times I do get frustrated because it's like this man built this entire industry. Every single person there has a job because of him, and they ran him out. But Vince had that same mentality towards Hulk Hogan when this happened. They did to Vince what they're doing. They did to Vince what Vince did to Hogan at that point in time. Now it ultimately came full circle, and Hogan got back in, with the good graces of WWE. Let's finish this out real quick.
Not who I am and not what I do.
So why do you think they did it?
I think they did what was best for business. They were worried about losing sponsors and network support. I expected something different.
Is that the most painful thing in terms of the fallout?
It was tough. It was tough. It hit me hard. I've been through a lot of highs and lows. When you look at a 40-year career, just gone.
Now the time has passed. Do you think they'll ever ask you to come back?
I'm not sure.
What?
Well, they did. And
obviously.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb not.
Yeah. But the interesting thing there is that he talked about how, all the things he's done, and that some people got to know him from those comments and those comments alone, which is exactly what you guys, Dan, you said. It sucks that a lot of people are going to find out about Joey through this controversy when you know so much more about him. So it's really interesting how that clip is a perfect reply to him. So ultimately, the moral of the story is never been the need to the woke fucking mob out there.
No matter what.
Ever. And
once you start doing it, you become a hostage, and now they have you. And they're gonna hold you to
bro.
that standard that you stipulated that you can be held to.
Yep.
And it's,
tell them
there's no
you
coming
quite
back.
literally tell them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, that's always your response.
Yeah.